Welcome to the one and only. Yes, sorry, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of me before, but I am the Duel News Logs. What we do is we look at Duel News and we react to the Duel News. We also react to memes and things people send in. Basically, I'm very lazy, so I want people to give me content. I forgot to get music for this.
I'm fine with killing people.
Fine with killing people. Why is this the first thing that's up here? Oh my god, this is so hard to read. What in the Llamas with Cats soundbite? You guys have never heard of Rosemi-sama? Do something funny? Do you guys want to hear a joke? I named Johnny. He grew up poor his whole life, but he really wanted to go to the... What did the mom corn... No. What did the baby corn say to the mom corn? She said...
Where's my popcorn?
It's still kind of hard to read. First up, we have Stellar Nemesis Tifon Doomsday Star. It is a rank 12 generic materials. Like Zeus, it has 2,900 attack and defense, 100 less than Zeus. You can XYZ summon this card by using one monster you control with the highest attack during this turn or the next turn after your opponent special summons 2 or more monsters from the extra deck. Transfer its materials to this card. If summoned this way, you cannot normal or special summon other monsters for the rest of this turn. Whoa. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters with 3,000 or more attack while you control this XYZ summon card. And also, attack number 2, once per turn you can detach one material from this card, return one monster on the field to the hand. Wow, this literally is a Zeus counter. Like, if your opponent goes into Zeus, one monster, you control the highest attack during the turn. You summon any monster and then just go into this card and just like pop Zeus, like bounce it back. But then you can't do anything else that turn. I guess it is a Zeus counter, but like, you know, you can't do anything else. Yeah, it's negative Zeus. I'm surprised they printed a Zeus counter like that. Well, we have more Zeus pilots at the very least. Hey, oh my god, is that the Akumiaoi? I mean, hi, hello there. It's good to see you. I haven't heard from you in ages. Next up, we have Tao the Great Chanter. So this one has, you can only use the 2 effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle with 1,200 attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one illusion monster in your graveyard, except Tao the Great Chanter, special summon it in defense position. Also, you cannot special monsters from the graveyard for less a turn except for illusion monsters. Wait, if this card is sent to the graveyard, it doesn't specify how. That means if this card is milled or sent directly from the deck to the graveyard, you can special summon any illusion monster from the graveyard. That's really good. Holy moly. Thank you, Subdaddy. Oh, thanks for the gifted sub terabyte 79. Anyways, excellent card. I think this is based on something else. I'm pretty sure I had the other stuff. It's based on a monster. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here it is. That's neat. I thought that would be more interesting. It's Tao the Chanter from the OCG. Is it not a TCG card? Yeah, well, anythings. Next up, we have UFO Light. It's a level 8 fire illusion monster. Oh, another illusionist. So, I forgot I can use this in order to point things out. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, right. You can only use the 3rd effect of this card's name once per turn. Number 1, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects except during the battle phase. There's 1,500 attack and it's level 8. This seems garbage. If this card battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by that battle. Okay. Can't be destroyed by battle, I guess. During the end phase, you can draw one card and then banish one or more cards from your hand. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card banished by this effect. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is a card that can be summoned off of UFO Turtle and then survives the battle phase, and then can draw your card during the end phase. And an optional effect to banish stuff. I don't know why you'd want to banish your cards for such a mediocre payoff. It's either player's end phase? Yeah, it's either player's end phase. So like the idea is you bring this out from UFO Turtle during your opponent's turn, you go into UFO Light, and then it survives the battle phase because it can't be destroyed by battle. And then you draw a card during the end phase. Okay, the battle phase stuff seems to be common effects for illusions. Oh, right, because the other card also has the effect where during the battle phase, neither player can be destroyed by that battle. It's like they can't destroy monsters by battle for some reason. I wonder why that is. Is it because they're illusions? So like they just don't deal any damage and monsters don't deal damage to them, but they can deal damage, they just can't die. Raigeki doesn't exist? Well, it can't be targeted by card effects except near the battle phase. Anyways, next up we have card scanner. Ooh, this one seems neat. Once per turn, you can declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Each player reveals the bottom card of their deck, and if they reveal a card of the declared type, they add it to their hand, otherwise they place it on top of their deck. Okay, number 2 effect. If this face-up card in its owner's spell and trap card zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can make your opponent place one card from their hand on the bottom of their deck. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So, funny thing about this, you can declare a card type, and then each player reveals the bottom card of their deck, and if they have revealed cards of declared type, they add it to their hand. So, this does give your opponent a chance to also get a free card.
However,
There are a lot of cards in the game that let you stack the bottom of your deck specifically because, like, that's useless. And most of the time, they let you, like, when you reveal cards and put them back to the bottom of your deck, they let you pick the order you put them back at the bottom. It's usually such a superfluous thing because it almost rarely matters, but this would make it so like, oh, you can turn that into extra advantage. And then if it's destroyed, your opponent loses a card from their hand. That's a pretty good floating effect. Like, not half bad. Smelly stinky spider. Are you from Danny's chat? Seisho Ruten. We have a trap card. Someone said this is just a worse compulse. I don't know what this card does. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Target one fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link monster on the field. Return that face-up monster to the extra deck. Then special summon one appropriate monster from either graveyard to your field based on the type of monster returned. If you returned a fusion monster, a monster with the same attribute as the returned monster. Synchro, a monster with a lower level than the returned monster. Xyz, a monster with a level equal to the returned monster's rank. Or Link, a monster with the same type as the returned. What the hell is this card? It's just a worse compulse. I guess in a mirror match, you might be able to actually get some advantage. It's like an advantage. It's a mirror match compulse. I am working on a list right now called like top 10 mirror match cards, and honestly, if this card had any kind of play, I might actually make it on there. Yeah, Compulse at home. It's a more fun Compulse, but it only works on extra deck monsters. It doesn't even work on monsters that are not extra deck monsters. And it's also hard once per turn. How many broken cards so far? None. They're all garbage. Next up, we have Lament of the Immortal Bushi. All monsters in your graveyard become warrior monsters. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can destroy all monsters you control. Finally, after all these years, we have Immortal Bushi support. Immortal Bushi is a level 3 monster which has the effect where if you control no monsters during the standby phase and all monsters in your graveyard are warrior type, you can special summon it. It's kind of like Treeborn Frog except harder to come out. I'm pretty sure that is the intended synergy of the card. However, if there are ways to take advantage of having only warriors in your graveyard, which is like one of the best types in the game, then I can see this maybe being useful. I don't know. Also, destroying other monsters in the end phase is beneficial to a lot of decks. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but like there are decks that can take advantage of it. What if this card's on the field the same time as Zombie World? What type do the monsters in the graveyard become? Good question, Rogue Hog Time 13. Excellent question. I wish that question was even gooder so that I could answer it. Next up, we have a Scapegoat, continuous trap card. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a non-token monster you control, you contribute one monster, special summon one Escape Sheep token in defense position. If a non-token monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy one of your tokens instead. No once per turns on this. So basically, if one of your cards is targeted by something, you contribute it and turn it into a token. And also, if one of your cards would be destroyed, you can save your tokens. What's with that phase meowing? Also, I love this card. I can't wait for it to come to Duel Links. Master Duel, because I have a token deck that's super fun, and this would go into it. Next up, we have Ori no Kamigami. Ori Ori no Kamigami. Ori Ori, what does Ori mean? Yeah, when this card was announced, a lot of people tagged me on Twitter for it for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why though. Once per turn, you can toss a coin until the result is tails, and if you do, draw one card for every 2 heads. Each time either player tosses coins while this monster is on the field, its attack is doubled a number of times equal to the number of heads. Whoa. So basically, the first effect just allows you a chance to try to double its attack. And at only 100, you don't really want to double its original attack. You want to give it some kind of attack boost. Lots of people were suggesting Psychic Blade, and honestly, that's a good one because it's a 2,000 attack boost. So you bring this up to 2,100, you get a single heads and it goes up to 4,200. Another heads, it goes up to 8,400. I don't remember the previous numbers. Yeah, you can get to some insane values with this and also potentially draw a card, but getting 2 heads in a row is kind of statistically unlikely. Just flip 10 heads in a row and draw 5 cards and over 10k attack? Yeah, pretty much. If only it was a dark machine. Right, if this was a dark machine, that'd be so much better. I didn't even think of that. So second coin toss? Yeah, second coin toss could increase your chances by a little bit. Okay, excellent card, Ori Ori no Kamigami. I think kami means god or paper, right? So it's a paper gami, like origami. Next up, we have Tarai, level 4, Earth Fairy. Oh my god, is this support for the Ishizu cards? No. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target one face-up, wait, sorry, I got a text. If this card is in your hand, you can target one face-up card in your main monster's zone that activated its effect on the field this turn, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card. Wait, what? So it's like a worst Divicarnate? So like, if your opponent activates, yeah, Kurikari, it's a worse Divicarnate. So Kurikari Divicarnate is a hand trap where you contribute all other monsters your opponent controls that activate their effects this turn in order to summon it, and it gains 1500 attack for each. And tributing is better than destroying for pretty much like all cards. And this one only works on one, and it has like the same condition. There's like no reason to play this over Divicarnate. Yeah, it's not a quick effect. This is a normal basic ass sorcery speed card. Sorcery speed is spell speed 1, of course. You guys should know that. Okay, we have 2 more things. We have Uyatsu Suma Muhime. Uyatsu Suma Muhime. Man, that is such a Japanese name. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets this card, or when this card is targeted for an attack, quick effect, you can special summon 1 Oyatsu token, which is a plant with 800 attack and defense. Oh, is this Black Garden support? Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, quick effect, you contribute 1 normal monster, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that card. Whoa, tokens are normal monsters. This is a good card. It gives normal monsters a negate and summons tokens. And it also has 1600 attack. For those of you guys who don't know how Black Garden works, Black Garden has an effect where you can destroy all plant tokens on the field in order to special summon a plant monster from your graveyard that has an attack equal to the attack of those tokens destroyed. And the Black Garden token special summons 800 attack tokens. So Black Garden basically only summons cards from the graveyard who have attacks in multiples of 800. So 800, 1600, 2400, and what, 3200? I want to say that, but I don't know if that's the correct math. So this card having 1600 means it's a target for Black Guardian's effect to revive it from the graveyard. Whoa, amazing. Next up, we have Invasive Alien Species IAS. Wait, Maple's in chat? Oh my god, I thought Maple hated me. I was talking to Maple today and she was like, man, you know, Logs, I don't care for you. I'm like, fair. Is this an actual alien card? Invasive Alien Species? What is it, level 4 light? Yeah, it's an alien card if it's a level 4 light reptile monster. It says, you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects while there's a face-up card in your opponent's field zone. You're sorry, you're toxic. She always says she's toxic, but I've never once seen her do anything even slightly toxic. It's like one of those, you know, like church girls who's like, yeah, I'm bad. I stay up past 9 p.m. What? What are you gonna do about it? If there is a face-up card in your opponent's field zone, you can target one monster they control, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains 1000 attack. If this card is face-up in your opponent's field zone and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. Okay, that last effect's good. A thing to note is it does not banish itself after it comes back from the graveyard, which is very good. So if your opponent's playing any kind of field spells, has so much goodness with it. Most of the time, you're probably gonna have to rely on getting a field zone into your opponent's field zone, so it's like, it seems like a tech option. It seems like a very good tech option because you basically get it for free if you're able to set up your graveyard, but only if you know your opponent is playing a field zone, because it's not easy to set up your opponent's field zone, especially since they have set rotation banned. Valiants can do it, I guess, but like Valiants don't want to play this card, you know? Good against Runic? Yeah, there's like a counter card. It's a pretty good counter card, I'll say that. Because like, if you get this card into rotation, it's just free advantage every turn, because it comes back for free and destroys a card for free, and also is very hard to out, and gets up to 2600 attack. This card's third effect is useless if the field spell is Necro Valley. I mean, yeah, floodgates are gonna floodgate.